Hi Glenn, it's Rob Tomei, mate. I just taking a bit of video. Don't do this very often, so please forgive me if something doesn't make sense or if I'm not getting the images properly, but we'll at least go over just those couple of issues that were brought up here at Lippincott about your boat. I've already inspected it myself quite thoroughly, and I can comfortably tell you, mate, this boat is in very, very good condition, and the damage that was ascertained on the hardtop mate, is not bad at all. So we'll just go over the outside of the boat at the moment, and you'll see here one of the issues that Lippincott brought up was actually the bottom paint. Now you will see here the bottom paint is weathered. It definitely does need a new coat, but the overall condition of the boat itself, bottom paint wise, is fantastic. All it's really going to need is a good sand and a reapplication of the paint, which the state that it's currently in at the moment is not is fantastic for on Aqua's side of things. There's no growth. She's in very, very good shape. But in saying that, cost-wise, if you want to save yourself a haul out when it gets back here, I'm not too sure what you intend to be doing when the boat does arrive, but it definitely would be worth getting the paint done here, if possible. You may as well. It's already out of the water, and they've already got the facilities here to do it. So the only note to mention that I discovered when I was having a look here was the keel, or the entry of the boat here. You will see, I'll just put my hand down here, you will see that it has hit bottom at some point. Now it hasn't hit the trailer, there's no evidence that it's hit any of the beams. It is like gouging, which I'd say here, this boat has ran aground at some point. It has taken off the bottom paint and also a little bit of the gel coat. You've got a bit of glass showing there, but not much. But very, very solid. There's no evidence of osmosis, nothing like that, so there's nothing to be concerned about. She will just need to be re-gel coated, and then the bottom paint to follow. So that's one note to be mentioned about it. Now if we go around, have a look here. I'll come back out so you can see the side of the boat. Okay, so that's her there, mate. It's a beautiful, beautiful boat. Exterior, paint-wise, is fantastic. I can't see anywhere. It doesn't even look like he's bumped anything, the previous owner. As far as the rub rails are concerned, they're all in very, very good condition. See up there, hopefully I'm getting it. Bow rails, the whole lot is in very, very good shape. Step ladder, good shape, no damage there. Trim tabs, fantastic. Not a lot of growth at all. Paint will need to be reapplied again, but very, very good shape as well. No growth, no real signs of electrolysis. So that's in good shape. As I said, bottom paint's in really, really good shape. See underneath here, if I can get under. Your anodes are definitely doing the job. They're starting to wear out a little bit there, so they're probably due. See, it's actually quite thin there. Have a look underneath. Bottom of the boat is incredibly clean, very, very tidy, no growth. Bottom paint just needs to be reapplied, as mentioned before. Other than that, all the nasty stuff that most people are concerned about, as far as osmosis and electrolysis, I really can't see it. Cannot see any sign of it, so you've done well there. Another good way to find out if electrolysis has been eaten away at it really is your rams. They're all in really good shape. Everything's doing its job. Anodes there have just got a little bit of wear there, shows that they're working. Underwater lights in great shape, no sign of moisture inside them. Outboards, fantastic shape. He's always kept them out of the water. Always trimmed them up, never left them in the water. No signs of wear. Anodes on your outboards, pitted a little bit, definitely doing their job, so that's all good. Have a look around this side. Sorry, the ladder's in the way. Got your LEDs there. No signs of moisture inside that either, so there's no, they haven't been damaged in any way. Come around this side, a little bit of a rub mark, I'd say from one side, which is parking. Got it on the sticker, and also the rub rail. I'm not too sure if that's showing up there, just here. Okay, nothing to be worried about. Up the side, walk out here without getting run over. Okay, so starboard side of the boat, very good shape as well. Rub rails are all in good condition, no real sign that it's taken any damage or hit the pontoon any hard at all. Bar rails in good shape. Once again, bottom paint, yep, she's worn but she's clean. Really just needs a new coat. I wouldn't even be using a bonding agent, to be honest, but if you wanted to let it last a bit longer, I would. As I said, while she's here, mate, you may as well do it, so definitely let us know about that. Now, we'll make our way inside the boat, so just bear with us. Okay, so this is inside the boat. Got a little bit of dirt around there, but that's all fine. The guys haven't completed their cleaning work yet. And this is the condition the boat's in. Very clean. Outboards, paint's all in good condition. It's been kept out of the sun, not weathered at all. Look 100% with a bit of polish. Transom, it's all looking good condition. Bolts aren't rusting. Very good condition. And your steering arm there is in very good condition. Not a lot of rust at all. There's a little bit of rust there in front of the outboards where that arm connects onto. Would be made out of a high carbon steel or stainless. Maybe not 316, got a little bit of surface rust there, but nothing that can't be cleaned up. Okay. Gunwale cushions, all in very good condition. Stitching's all in good condition, no fairing, no tears. A couple of little marks there that some people may have rubbed their shoe on, but you know, a little bit of Jif will bring that out. Bring it across here. I tend to use Jif a lot on the cushions whenever we use our boat. I tend to be rubbing them with my feet and stuff all the time. Nothing to be worried about. Stitching's all in good condition. A couple of little footprint marks there, but nothing to be concerned about. Just needs a clean, which will happen as a part of the cleaning we do. All the glass and the deck's in really good condition. I can't see any damage, any gel coat chips. It's all looking pretty good. Have a clear there. Clear needs to be cleaned up. It's a bit dirty. That's pretty normal. I've been told the thing has been sitting for a little while. What's that there? Yeah, that's just mud. Okay, we'll look through there. Alright. Now, live bay tank, very good condition. Paint's all in good condition. Looks like it's hardly been used, it's done well. What else we got? I'll come up here. Okay. Cabin seating's all looking good, it's all in good shape. Yeah, no signs or evidence of damage. Just a little bit dirty. It is sitting out here, out in the weather, so there is a bit of dust around. You can see where it's sitting on the outside there, but they tend to be getting a lot of rain here at the moment, so that's keeping the dust down, which is good news. But once again, it'll all be cleaned out. Now the more important one, the hardtop, they have taken some things out to get a bit of an idea on cabling, lengths, things like that. And when the boats were this boat was manufactured, just like many other boat manufacturers, they only allow cable long enough as per the spec when they do the build. So a lot of the time there isn't extra length that they can work with to pull everything out. And what they plan to do is actually lift the top up at least 4 or 5 inches, so they can actually come back here and cut that bracket out. And then what they're going to do is going to weld in a new section. Okay, take that bent section out. And also to your hardtop, I've had a very good look there. It's your paint, fiberglass, it's foam filled, which is pretty typical of a yank boat, which is very good, keeps the top nice and light, as opposed to solid glass, which some other manufacturers do, which I'm not a big fan of. This here, okay, as you can see there, I dare say, when the photos were taken, even when I was looking at the photos always make it look a hell of a lot worse than what it actually is. Looking at this here, the damage that's happened is quite minimal, to be honest. The glass and the foam can easily be repaired. I was having a chat to Richard here at Live-N-Colour about it. I've come across much worse damage on hard tops that have been fixed up where you can't even notice it. Notice any of the repair work that they do, and he's got very good guys here that'll fix it up. He's got a good welder and a good glasser. So there is absolutely no need to replace the top. Seeing as Proline is actually shut down, no longer in production, if you go to replace the hard top's not going to be the same. It is going to be something that's noticeable to the if you ever decide to resell it. And also too, people become quite suspicious on a resale if there's something different than what was actually put on here on first production. So also that too, putting a new hardtop on it is going to be a complete waste of time, money. It's not necessary. The frame is in perfect condition. The frame hasn't gotten any damage whatsoever. It is in perfect condition. As I said, we've come out of it quite unscathed. So as I said, I'll cut these welds out, take this whole section out, and I'll re-weld the new bracket in and put in the new game pole holder on each side, and just clean up that fiberglass, which that should just be able to be filled, glassed, and I'll even match in the print. I don't know if you can really see it much, I don't know what the lighting's like, but it's just got a slight sponged in print, which they'll literally use a sponge to match it in. There we go at the top. Okay, so here's the damage from up the top. You'll see there. Now, typically when they do the repair on this, once they actually cut the bracket out, all they'll do is they'll literally push all this stuff that's been pushed up from the damage. They'll push all that back down, and all they do is they re-glass it. And they make sure it's nice and straight, looks all pretty, looks all the right part, and they'll even match in that sponge effect, which once again, they'll literally use a sponge to do that. So, going on the information that we had originally got, it has played out to be a lot worse than what it is. I'll be surprised if it doesn't take them only a couple of days to get that stuff done. I'll be surprised if it took any longer. Other than that, aerial's in good shape, horn's in good shape, nothing else seemed to sustain damage, which I find quite surprising. It's got me baffled how they managed to damage the back but not the front, because it looks like a front on impact. So very, very strange. Out the front here, okay, you can see there, underneath here, your frame hasn't sustained any damage whatsoever. No kinks, no bends, no nothing. That's all in good shape. Hatches all in good shape. The gel coat overall on this boat is very good. It will require a cut and polish, but I wouldn't even bother acid washing it, to be honest. Just a good buffer will bring up like a nail, which is pretty normal. So we typically do that with ships that come in with the boats on them. When the boats arrive, the owners, when they pick up the boats, they will need a cut and polish. They do get covered in a little bit of crap, even though they